First play the tune on the harmonium.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Sing. Come on, one time. One time.
Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Radha Nila Madhav Radha Nila Madhav Shri Radhe Jaya Gurudeva, 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 Jaya Gurudeva. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
See, the kirtan should go on, continue. Priya, see?
Okay. Anything. You have 1 minute. Left on, 1 minute.
That's the only one I know.
Only singing.
Can you play that?
Pull, pull, pull. You want to take it out? Pull, pull. Yeah.
Sing Jaya the Mother. I need the lyrics.
Sing any Hare Krishna.
Oh, easy. It's okay. Right now, even before you.
Yeah, he's coming.
Okay. It's okay. Okay. Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome to Youth Jam. So this is a fun and spiritually enriching environment where youth can meet, and they can meet like-minded individuals and advance in Krishna consciousness together. And so the curriculum usually has kirtan, shloka recitation, and study of Shastra and discussions. And today we have a special talk by His Holiness Harivilas Mahraj to celebrate 68 years of the International Society of Krishna Consciousness. So His Holiness Harivilas Mahraj is the inspiration and the driving force for our entire community, and Maharaj has started and revived so many temples, and he has personally worked so hard to start cow protection all over Washington, and now we have 3 farms with happy, healthy, and safe cows, 2 food trucks that feed hundreds of homeless people, and festivals like Anand Mela, Holi, and Veg Fest that reach thousands of people and make Seattle such a wonderful place, and so much more that can't be listed. Maharaj has been preaching, inspiring, and spreading Krishna consciousness for about 60 years now, and even at this age, with his ongoing health issues, Maharaj serves Srimad Bhagavatam classes in the morning and Bhagavad Gita classes in the evening every single day. Today, Maharaj will be speaking on the importance of carrying on Srila Prabhupada's mission locally and globally, and the 7 founding principles of ISKCON. And we all will learn how we can contribute as the next generation. Thank you so much for being here today, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much. I feel very humbled by your introduction. It's very kind. And let's see here. Yeah, so the International Society for Krishna Consciousness was started in 1965 by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of the ISKCON movement. That's Srila Prabhupada there. And we are what you would say followers of His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada means that all great personalities are surrendered unto his feet. That's why it says Prabhupada. He's the master of all masters. And it's a fact, because what did he do in his life? He was able to spread Sanatana Dharma all over the world. Just about every country has become cognizant of the Hare Krishna movement. And there are temples, over 150 or more temples in the United States alone. And then many more temples in other places. So His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, is the most, well, you could say, successful preacher of Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana means eternal, and Dharma means the eternal occupation of every living entity. And why does it say the eternal occupation of every living entity? Because we all come originally from Krishna. Therefore, our real, let's say, grandfather or great-great-great-grandfather is Krishna. And we all are coming from Krishna. In other words, we're like all the children or the praja of Krishna. So it's natural that we should engage in devotional service to Krishna. Devotional service is a special thing. When we engage in a devotional service for Krishna, we come in direct contact with God. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And it's very easy to come into direct connection to God. You simply chant, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. If you chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, you come directly in contact with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. So today we're going to, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, started the Hare Krishna movement in 1965. And at that time, he wrote the 7 primary purposes of ISKCON. ISKCON means the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Somebody asked him at that time, he said, why don't you say International Society for God Consciousness? And Prabhupada said, no. I want to make Krishna famous. I won't make Krishna famous by saying God consciousness. So it's specific, the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So there's 7 primary purposes of ISKCON, or the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. First of all, it says the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, or ISKCON, was founded by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada in 1966. Okay, so I made a mistake. It's 1966. The movement, also known as the Hare Krishna movement, has 7 primary purposes as outlined by its founder. Well, the founder is Srila Prabhupada himself, and he wrote these 7 primary purposes of ISKCON. Number 1, to systematically propagate. Propagate means to spread. To propagate spiritual knowledge to society at large. In other words, that means he wants to spread Krishna consciousness to everybody, to society at large, and to educate all people in the techniques of spiritual life in order to check the imbalance of values in life and to achieve real unity and peace in the world. So right away, this first primary purpose makes it clear that this is not a movement for only Indians. He doesn't even mention that. This is for everybody. And he doesn't make any distinctions. This is only for, Brahmanas. No, this is for everyone. From Brahmanas or Sudras or even Malechas. Everybody can get advantage or get purified by coming in contact with Krishna conscious people. And especially by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this is called the Mahamantra, the most important or the greatest mantra for connecting with Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because the name Krishna and the personality of Krishna are non-different. So this is not a material mantra. It's a spiritual mantra. It means that it hasn't come from people. It's come down from the spiritual world. And who brought it down from the spiritual world? The Mahamantra has been present in the material world since the beginning of time. And it was first, you could say, spoken by Krishna himself. And now it was spread all over the world by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So Prabhupada was given the instruction to spread it around the world by his guru, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, who received the same order from his guru, Gaurkishore Babaji, and his father, Bhakti Vinod Thakur. So there's a whole disciplic succession going back originally to Krishna. This is called the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharya, or Vaishnava Sampradaya. So there are 4 different bona fide Vaishnava Sampradayas, so we are in the Brahma Sampradaya. So the first primary purpose of ISKCON, the International Society of Krishna Consciousness, is to systematically propagate spiritual knowledge to society at large and to educate all people in the techniques of spiritual life in order to check the imbalance of values in life and to achieve real unity and peace in the world. Now, you can understand that what His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada is saying here is of universal benefit. He's not saying it's only for Indians or only for Brahmanas, or no. There's no, let's say, there's no keeping anyone away from Krishna consciousness. It's for everybody. It's not just for Indians, it's not just for Brahmanas, it's not just for educated people, it's for everybody. And to systematically propagate spiritual knowledge. So that's what the movement is meant to do, to systematically. That means that we have organized means to spread this movement. We have books, we have temples, we have radio programs, television programs, so many ways, in a systematic way, to disseminate this knowledge. And it says to society at large, so there's no prejudice. Anyone, the worst person or the best person, has a right to become Krishna conscious. And that's very important. We do not recognize bodily identification. Like this one is, let's say, a homeless person. This one is a rich person. This one is that. This one is something else. No, it's for everybody. We do not discriminate on this in the sense of race or education or anything. Everyone can become Krishna conscious. Even the animals, even the trees can become Krishna conscious. That's the power of the holy name of Krishna when it's chanted purely. Okay, so it says to systematically propagate spiritual knowledge to society at large and to educate all people in the techniques of spiritual life in order to check the imbalance of values in life and to achieve real unity and peace in the world. So what is this imbalance of values in life? That means that there are people who are engaged in sinful activities. So that creates an imbalance in the values in life. What is that imbalance? There's too many people engaged in sinful activities: meat eating, gambling, illicit sex, intoxication. And many people are suffering because of this. So to check the imbalance of values in life and to achieve real unity and peace in the world. So how do you create real peace and unity in the world? There has to be some principles that unite people, that everyone agrees with and unites people. So what are those principles? Well, what can unite all people is peace, happiness, and love. That can unite everyone. And so, by becoming Krishna consciousness, it's possible to have peace, happiness, and love. And eventually, all people, when they realize this, they'll say, okay, this is what I want. These people are teaching what I want. Okay, so the second primary purpose is to propagate a consciousness of Krishna as it is revealed in the Bhagavad Gita and the Srimad Bhagavatam. So the Bhagavad Gita is the oldest book in the history of the world. It was first spoken 140 million years ago by Krishna to the sun god, Surya. And then Surya spoke it to other people. And the last time it was spoken by Krishna was 5,000 years ago to Arjuna. And we have that conversation in the form of the Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is a conversation between Arjuna and Krishna. And Bhagavad Gita is, as I said, the oldest book in the history of the world. There's no other book that even comes close to it. The Bible may be 3,000 or 3,500 years ago. And there are other books maybe like that, not more than that. Bhagavad Gita was first spoken 140 million years ago by Krishna to the sun god, Vivaswan. But the last time it was spoken was 5,000 years ago to Arjuna, by Krishna to Arjuna. So there's no other book as old as the Bhagavad Gita. And by the way, old is gold. That means that the knowledge in the Bhagavad Gita is just as valid today as it was millions of years ago. And therefore, it is scientific. Scientific means it's been proven to be correct in the past, in the present, and in the future. So it is the most, let's say, important spiritual text in the history of the world. We're dealing with other books that are holy, but let's say the Bible is only 2,000 years old. Let's say the Quran is only 1,500 years old. Let's say the Buddhist writings, they're hardly 2,300 years or 400 years old. Bhagavad Gita was first spoken 140 million years ago. So there's no comparison. And whatever was spoken then is still valid today. That's why we're still reading the Bhagavad Gita today. Okay, so the second purpose is to propagate a consciousness of Krishna as it is revealed in the Bhagavad Gita and the Srimad Bhagavatam. These are the two most important spiritual texts in the history of the world. Why? Because they give direct knowledge of who God is, Krishna. They give thorough knowledge of what the spiritual world is. There's no other book that has thorough knowledge, complete knowledge of the spiritual world. The Bible doesn't have that information. The Quran doesn't have that information. No other book does. It's only Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam that can give you complete knowledge of the spiritual world and the material world also, and also how to become liberated from the cycle of birth and death, which is the actual real purpose of human life. Okay, so to propagate a consciousness of Krishna as it is revealed in Bhagavad Gita and the Srimad Bhagavatam. Number 3, to bring the members of the society together with each other and nearer to Krishna, the prime entity. Thus, to develop the idea within the members and humanity at large that each soul is part and parcel of the quality of God, Krishna. Now, this is a very important point because the biggest mistake a person can make is to identify themselves with their body. I am American, I am Russian, I am Indian, I am black, I am white. All these I ams are false. How do we know that? Well, because the real I am is the soul of the person. And the soul of the person is not American or Indian or Chinese or whatever. The soul of a person has come from Krishna originally, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So if you want to say who you are exactly, you would have to say, I'm the eternal servant of Krishna. That's who we all are. It's not that I am, let's say, Gujarati. You might be Gujarati in this lifetime, but you've had many lifetimes, and you were not Gujarati in all those other lifetimes. You see, there are 8,400,000 species of life. To come to the human form of life, you have to go through at least 8 million forms before you come to the human form. And the human form, there's 400,000 species of human beings, but that's counting the whole universe, not just on the earth. But most of those living entities are not what you would call, they're not civilized. So what's the difference between a civilized human being and an uncivilized human being? The civilized human being is following the regulated principles of Krishna consciousness. And the uncivilized human being is not following the principles of Krishna consciousness.
We wanted to do a 15-20 minute arati.
Yeah, okay, yeah, all right, yeah. Hare Krishna. Shri Radha Nilamadhava Ki Jai.
Ki bajayo jayo gaura chande arati ka shobha. Ki bajayo jayo gaura chande arati ka shobha. Janavi tatavane jagamanaloba. Janavi tatavane jagamanaloba. Kibadaki nenita ichan bame gadadara. Kibadaki nenita ichan bame gadadara. Nikate advaita shrini vasa chatradara. Nikate advaita shrini vasa chatradara. Ache Gaurachan Ratna Simhasane Kiva Boshi Ache Gaurachan Ratna Simhasane Arati Korena Brahma Adi Devagane Arati Korena Brahma Adi Devagane Kivanara Hari Adi Kori Shamaradulaya Kivanara Hari Adi Kori Shamaradulaya Sanjaya Mukunda Bosho Gosho Adigaya Sanjaya Mukunda Bosho Gosho Adigaya Kiva Shanka Baje Ganta Baje Baje Kartala Kiva Shanka Baje Ganta Baje Baje Kartala Madhura Mridanga Baje Paramalsala Madhura Mridanga Baje Paramalsala Shanka Baje Ganta Baje Mother 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 Baje Gaurangera Rartika Shobha Jaga Janamana Loba Jaga Janamana Loba Gaurangera Rartika Shobha Jaga Janamana Loba Nitya Gaura Haribol 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 Nitya Gaura Haribol Kiva Bahu Koti Chandrajini Vadana Ujjwala Galadeshe Banamala Kore Jalamala Kiva Shiva Shukana Radha Preme Gadagada Bhakti Vinoda Dekhe Gaura Rasampada Kiva Jaya Jaya Gaura Chande Arati Kashobam Janavi Tatavane Jagamanaloba Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Nila Madhav Radha Nila Madhav Radhe. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Namaste Narasimhaya. Prahlad Lad Dahine. Hiranyakashipur Vaksha. Shilatankan Kalaye. Ito Narsima Parato Narsima. Yato Yato Yamitato Narsima. Bahir Narsima Hridaya Narsima. Narasim Namadim Sharanam Prapadev. Tava Kara Kamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Shingaram Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bringam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare. Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare. Jaya Narsimhadev, Jaya Narsimhadev, Narsimhadev, Jaya Narsimhadev. Jaya Prahlad Mahraj, Jaya Prahlad Mahraj, Prahlad Mahraj, Jaya Prahlad Mahraj. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Rest Bhagwan ki, Maharaj ki. Open on there.
Haribol, so before Gorarati, we were doing UGM and we're continuing UGM. So this, just a little bit about UGM is that it's an environment where youth, Hare Krishna, it's an environment where youth can meet in like-minded individuals and advance in Krishna consciousness together. And today we are continuing a talk by His Holiness Harivilas Mahraj, and it's to celebrate the 68 years of the International Society of Krishna Consciousness. Basically, His Holiness Harivilas Mahraj is the inspiration and driving force of our entire community, and yeah, he's done a lot of things, and this list is just really long. He's been preaching, inspiring, and spreading Krishna consciousness for about 60 years, and he still gives Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita classes in the morning and evening every single day. So today we're going to be continuing, since from before Aarti, we'll be continuing talking about the importance of carrying Srila Prabhupada's mission locally and globally, and the 7 founding principles of ISKCON, and how we can all contribute to as the next generation. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Mahamantra Ki Jai. This movement was started by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 500 years ago. It's older than that also, but Lord Chaitanya gave it, made it very easy for anyone to become Krishna conscious. Previously, there were so many rules and regulations that not everybody could join Krishna consciousness. But when Lord Chaitanya came, basically he said, look, all you have to do is chant Hare Krishna, Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Take Mahaprasadam, nothing else but Mahaprasadam, food that's been offered first to the deities and then offered back as Mahaprasadam. And number 3, hear lectures given by bona fide devotees who follow the regulative principles of Krishna consciousness: no meat eating, no gambling, no illicit sex, no intoxication, and always chanting Hare Krishna, eating only prasadam, hearing lectures given by bona fide devotees, and going on Harinam Sankirtan, which is called the Yuga Dharma, the recommended way how everyone can attain perfection in this life and go back to Godhead, which is the real goal of life. We're not meant to go over and over again, taking birth and death in the material world. We're meant to understand our eternal relationship with Krishna and act in that relationship. And the way to act in that relationship is by engaging in devotional service. So we see everything in this temple is based on devotional service. We're serving the deities. We're serving people. We are in every way engaged in what you would call helping people understand their relationship with God or Krishna, and understanding who Krishna is and how to serve Krishna. That will very quickly help us make spiritual advancement, and the whole goal is to be able to remember Krishna at the moment of death. For a devotee, the moment of death is the best moment because they've been practicing chanting Hare Krishna their whole life. Therefore, it's easy for them to remember the name of Krishna at the moment of death and say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Take the last breath and see Krishna and go back to the spiritual world. But most people, they're not so interested in chanting Hare Krishna. And at the moment of death, they don't see Krishna, they see Yamaraj, the superintendent of hell, and unfortunately, they have to go through a period of suffering. But the good news is that the way that hell is described by the Christians is completely wrong. They have it completely wrong. Hell is a place, of course, of suffering, but you don't stay there for forever, as the Christians say. You can be rehabilitated and come back again, because Krishna is a merciful God. He's not mean. He wants to do everything to help people come back to him. Okay, so the 7 primary purposes of ISKCON, the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. First is to systematically propagate spiritual knowledge to society. That's what we're doing every day. That's what we're doing right now. Propagating spiritual knowledge at large and to educate all people in the techniques of spiritual life in order to check the imbalance of values in life and to achieve real unity and peace in the world. Well, what this means is that, let's give an example. An example is, let's say there's a husband and wife. If they both agree and work cooperatively, they can do wonderful things in their lifetime. And the same way, if 2 people, doesn't matter how they were born, what their nationality is, what their, what they eat normally, etc. If they become Krishna conscious, that means following the rules and regulations of Sanatan Dharma. Sanatan means eternal, and Dharma means your occupational duty in life. So, what is our eternal occupational duty? It's to render devotional service to Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So if we come to that conclusion, then we easily can go back to Godhead, which is the real purpose of the human form of life. We're not meant to stay in the continual, continual merry-go-round of birth, death, old age, and disease. Our real purpose in the human form of life is to get ourselves ready to go back to the spiritual world, where we came from originally. That's why we have a right to go back to the spiritual world, because we came from the spiritual world. The problem is that we have limited free will, and because all of us that are in the material world, we misuse that limited free will, and we ended up in the cycle of birth and death, old age and disease. But now, by being educated systematically in spiritual knowledge, which is the purpose of the ISKCON movement, people can develop the knowledge by which they can go back to the spiritual world where we all came from. You have a right to go back to the spiritual world because that's where we all came from. If we didn't come from the spiritual world, we wouldn't have a right to go back. But we all have been with Krishna originally. Just like if I ask you, were you with your mother at birth? What would you say? Prabhu, what would you say? Were you with your mother at birth? Were you with your mother at birth? Yes, right? Do you remember? Yeah. In the same way, we were all with Krishna originally. We just can't remember it. But your memory can be reinstated by chanting Hare Krishna, coming to lectures given by devotees, good devotees, eating prasadam, going on Sankirtan, and so forth. Then you can remember, look, I'm not Irish, I'm not, Gujarati or this or that. I'm the eternal servant of Krishna. And my real purpose in life is to serve Krishna with love and devotion. Okay? So, point number 1 of these 7 primary purposes of ISKCON, the International Society of Krishna Consciousness, to systematically propagate spiritual knowledge to society at large and to educate all people in the techniques of spiritual life in order to check the imbalance of values in life and to achieve real unity and peace in the world. So what are these imbalance? What's the imbalance of values in life? Well, some people think, oh, eating meat is good. That's an imbalance in value. Hare Krishna. This is Radhika. She is a wonderful, very gentle cow. And whenever I speak, I always have her here so that everyone can see how wonderful it is to have a cow. Instead of a dog, instead of a snake, people get snakes as pets also, you know. It's much better to have a cow. So Radhika is very sweet. She likes to be cuddled. And you can, and by the way, if you go to other places to cuddle a cow, it costs $300. Here you can come and cuddle Radhika for free. Because we want everyone, especially children, to see how wonderful it is to cuddle a cow or pet a cow. So that in the future, if someone wants them to eat meat, they'll say, no, because I love Radhika, therefore I'm not going to eat meat. I'm going to always be the friend of Radhika. All right, so the second primary purpose of ISKCON is to propagate a consciousness of Krishna as it is revealed in the Bhagavad Gita and the Srimad Bhagavatam. So Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam are the greatest literatures in the history of the world. Bhagavad Gita gives you all knowledge of who Krishna is and how to liberate yourself from the cycle of birth and death. And the Srimad Bhagavatam gives you more knowledge about the spiritual world. There's no book in the world that gives specific knowledge of what's going on in the spiritual world. Only the Srimad Bhagavatam has that knowledge. One time I was with this Muslim man, and we were talking, and he said, so you guys were worshiping cows, because he was here and he saw that we had some cows on the altar. I said, no. He said, no, well, why you have the cow there? I said, because we love cows, and Krishna, or God, loves cows. He said, oh, no. Muslims, we eat cows. I said, yeah, and that's a big mistake. He should never eat a cow. And I said, if you eat a cow, then you'll take birth as many times as there are hairs on the body of the cow, and you'll be killed every one of those times. So I said, if you have, and you're very fortunate that I told you this now. So if I was you, I would immediately give up this meat-eating business and love cows, not eat them. That's like the worst mistake you can make in your life. Okay, so the second principle is to propagate a consciousness of Krishna as it is revealed in the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, the two greatest books ever written in the history of the world, and much, much older than the Bible or the Quran or the Buddhist writings. Number 3, to bring the members of the society together and each other and nearer to Krishna, the prime entity, thus to develop the idea within the members and humanity at large that each soul is part and parcel of the quality of Godhead, Krishna. Yeah, we have all come from Krishna. When it says part and parcel, that means that we have come from Krishna, but we have individual identity, and our individuality is eternal, although we have come originally from Krishna. So part means we came from Krishna, and that can never change. And parcel means we have individual identity, and that will never change either. Krishna is a person, we are persons. That means we're all originally the sons and daughters of Krishna. And we have an eternal soul, and just like Krishna has an eternal soul. The material body we have is a temporary thing, but our soul is eternal, and our soul has a body also. But it's not made of matter. It's made of spiritual in other words, it is made of spiritual elements, which are what? You would call them made of love and surrender to God and knowledge of God. Those are the qualities of the spiritual body. And the material body is different. It's made of matter. It's not made of eternal spirit. And it's made of let's say, urine and blood vessels and teeth and all those things. Whereas the spiritual body looks something like the human body, but it's made of spiritual energy. So therefore, the spiritual body is eternal. You have a head, you have 2 arms, you have legs, but they're not made of pus and urine and skin. It's made of spiritual energy, and that energy is eternal. Okay, so then the third point of primary purposes is to bring the members of the society together with each other and nearer to Krishna, the prime entity, thus to develop the idea within the members and humanity at large that each soul is part and parcel of the quality of Godhead, Krishna. Yeah, we all came from Krishna, and we are part and parcel of Krishna. Part means we are born from him, and parcel means we have our own individuality, just like Krishna does. And it's eternal. 4, to teach and encourage the Sankirtan movement, or congregational chanting of the holy name of God, as revealed in the teachings of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who appeared 500 years ago, and Golokira Premadana Harinama Sankirtana, Lord Krishna, in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, brought to the world the chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, which is the Yuga Dharma in this age of Kali Yuga, the recommended way by which you can be liberated from the cycle of birth and death. Simply by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You are associating with Krishna and Rama by chanting this mantra. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and Rama is another form of Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So therefore, by chanting this mantra, man means the mind, and tra means deliverance. This is a mantra or a prayer that delivers your mind from ignorance. And what is ignorance? Ignorance starts by falsely identifying ourselves with our temporary body. If you say, no, I believe I am this body, I can ask you a question. Which body are you talking about? You started as a microscopic sperm, and then that sperm connected with the ovum and then became a little pea with 9 holes, and then those 9 holes developed into 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, and so forth, and a mouth and an anus and a genital, and now you have this body, 2 arms and so forth, but that body is not who you actually are. It's just a temporary body, and it's always changing. You are the soul that is witnessing all the changes of the body, and that soul is eternal. Just like Krishna's soul is eternal, Krishna has an eternal body. Every one of us have an eternal body. Our soul has a body also, but right now it's covered by the material body. So how do we get back to our spiritual body? It's by purifying ourselves of all sinful activities. Then your spiritual body will be revealed to you, and you can live eternally in that body. Okay, so then number 4, to teach and encourage the Sankirtan movement, congregational chanting of the holy name of God as revealed in the teachings of Lord Sri Chaitanya. So this congregational chanting is what we do. We chant all together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One more time. Bolo Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One more time. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Maha Mantra Ki Jai. You see how the little girl, right? This is a little girl, isn't she? She can't stay away from this other girl named Radhika. The cow's name is Radhika, and she's a girl also. So they have something in common. They're both girls. Radhika is only a little over 1 month old, so she's like a baby. Very, very peaceful and friendly cow. She's going to get to be a big cow. She's not a miniature cow. But she is very, very cuddly, so you can come and cuddle her. All right, so then to erect for the members and for society at large a holy place of transcendental pastimes dedicated to the personality of Krishna. Well, that's what this place is. This is a building that was erected as a holy place, as a large holy place of transcendental pastimes dedicated to the personality of Godhead, Krishna. There's Krishna up there on the altar with Srimati Radharani. And also Krishna in the form of Radha, Sitaram, Lakshman, Hanuman, and so forth. And next, number 6, to bring the members closer together for the purpose of teaching a simpler and more natural way of life. Well, that simpler, natural way of life is Krishna conscious way of life. Giving up all sinful activities and engaging in holy activities that are pleasing to God. So God is not pleased when we kill animals and eat them, especially cows. By the way, if you eat cows, I would strongly recommend right now, give up immediately. Because if you eat a cow, you'll take as many births as there are hairs on the body of the cow. Now, if you want to count how many hairs on the body of Radhika here, you'll see it's a lot. And you will take as many births as there are hairs on the body of the cow and be slaughtered. So that's the worst thing you can do, is to eat a cow. You know, that sirloin steak is actually your ticket to hell. So don't do it anymore. Then to bring the members of society closer together for the purpose of teaching a simpler and more natural way of life. And 7, with a view towards achieving the aforementioned purposes to publish and distribute periodicals, magazines, books, and other writings. Well, we have plenty of magazines and books. You can get them at our book stand here in the back. There's so many books, especially Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, and you can get these books and learn everything there is to learn about who God is and how to please God and how to liberate yourself from the cycle of birth and death. Okay, so that is one thing I wanted to talk about, and now there's something else I want to talk about. In the Bhagavad Gita, the 12th chapter, 8th verse, it says, Mai eva mana adhastva mayi buddhim nivesaya. Nivas yasi mai eva ata urdhavam nasamsayaha. And Krishna is speaking to Arjuna, and he says, just fix your mind upon me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and engage all your intelligence in me. Thus you will live in me always without a doubt. And in the purport, or the explanation of this verse, it says, one who is engaged in Krishna conscious devotional service lives in a direct relationship with the Supreme Lord. So there is no doubt that this position is transcendental from the very beginning. A devotee does not live on the material plane. The devotee lives in Krishna. The holy name of the Lord and the Lord are non-different. Therefore, when a devotee chants Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and therefore, when a devotee chants Hare Krishna, Krishna and his internal potency, meaning Srimati Radharani, are dancing on the tongue of the devotee. When he offers Krishna food, Krishna directly accepts these eatables, and the devotee becomes Krishnized by eating the remnants, meaning prasadam. One who does not engage in such service cannot understand how this is so, although this is a process recommended in the Bhagavad Gita and in other Vedic literatures. So what is the process that's recommended? Just two things. Chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and eat only Mahaprasadam that has been offered to Krishna. If you do these two things, then Krishna will protect you, Krishna will give you knowledge, Krishna will help you make the right decisions in life, and at the end of life, you'll be able to remember Krishna and go back to the spiritual world where we all came from. So, there are many things that are called weapons of mass distraction. For example, a television is a weapon of mass distraction. The movie is a weapon of mass distraction. And political speeches are weapons of mass distraction. All these things take your mind away from Krishna. Anything that takes your mind away from Krishna is actually demoniac. That's what demons do. A demon is an enemy of Krishna. Therefore, the demons come up with so many ways to take your mind away from Krishna, to get you interested in the stock market, to get you interested in illicit sex, to get you interested in thinking about making money all the time. All these things are what you would call weapons of mass distraction. You have weapons of mass destruction, and you have weapons of mass distraction. So whenever we forget who Krishna is, that means that we are under the control of Maya, or the illusory energy. And because of that, we can make many mistakes. So therefore, the first and foremost thing we should do in our life is to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, because the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and Krishna are not different. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Here in this Bhagavad Gita, in the 12th chapter, 8th verse, it says, Krishna says to Arjuna, just fix your mind upon me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and engage all your intelligence in me. Thus, you will live in me always without a doubt. And in the purport, or the explanation, it says, one who is engaged in Lord Krishna's devotional service lives in a direct relationship with the Supreme Lord. So there is no doubt that his position is transcendental from the very beginning, a devotee does not live on the material plane. He lives in Krishna. The holy name of the Lord and his internal, the holy name of the Lord and the Lord are non-different. Therefore, when a devotee chants Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna and his internal potency, meaning Radharani, are dancing on the tongue of the devotee. When he offers Krishna food, Krishna directly accepts these eatables, and the devotee becomes Krishnized by eating the remnants. One who does not engage in such service cannot understand how this is so, although this is a process recommended in the Bhagavad Gita and in other Vedic literatures. So, Krishna consciousness is the only religion in which you can free yourself from the cycle of birth and death simply by eating. But you can only eat prasadam, you see. No chicken legs and things like that. But if you eat only mahaprasadam, that is vegetarian food that's been cooked and offered to Krishna with love and devotion, and then Krishna gives it back to you as his prasad, then you can become liberated in this lifetime by eating. This is the only religion in which you can go back to Godhead by eating. Now, you eat every day. Some people eat once a day, some people eat twice a day, some people eat 3 times a day. I know people that eat 5, 6, 7 times a day. If you only eat Mahaprasadam in your lifetime and chant Hare Krishna, you go back to Godhead. You don't have to be a big pundit and know so many verses and do different yagyas and things like that. All you have to do is chant Hare Krishna and eat only Mahaprasadam. You will be liberated from the cycle of birth and death, you see. No other religion can say this. Why? Because they don't have the information. They don't know what prasadam is. They don't know how to chant Hare Krishna. But in Krishna consciousness, which is coming from the beginning of time, this Hare Krishna mantra is not something new. It says, Golokera Premadana Harinama Sankirtana. From the beginning of time, this mantra was brought down from the spiritual world for the benefit of all living entities. So it's not only for Hindus, it's for everybody. And if you chant this mantra, let's try it. Let's all try it a few times here. Okay, so you can chant with me. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One more time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Everybody. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Again. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. One more time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. See now, Radhika can't chant Hare Krishna. Why? Because she's an animal, but she can hear it. So she's getting the benefit of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra just by hearing it. That means in her next life she'll have birth as a human being, and she'll always be, and she'll already be cognizant of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. That means she'll be easily, right from the time that she's born as a little baby, child, she'll be able to chant Hare Krishna because she always was hearing it in the body here as a cow. So we should teach our children, we should teach ourselves first of all, and then teach our children to always chant Hare Krishna. The worst thing that can happen to someone is to accidentally die, especially when they're young. It's the worst thing that can happen to a child, the worst thing that can happen to a parent, and so forth. Is there any protection from that? Yes. If you chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, you will be protected by the mantra and Krishna. Krishna is non-different than the mantra. Why? Because you're saying the names of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. And then you're saying the names of Rama. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So Krishna in his form as Krishna and in his form as Lord Ramachandra are protecting you by chanting the mantra. So we should always have the mantra in our mind and on our lips so that Krishna will always protect you, give you knowledge, and give you all happiness, because chanting Hare Krishna makes a person happy. I remember when I first learned the mantra, or some devotees taught me how to chant Hare Krishna, it became infectious. In other words, I couldn't stop chanting. I just kept chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And I liked it. It made me happy, you see. And I'm still chanting 60-some years later. And I still feel happy every time I chant Hare Krishna. So this is the Maha Mantra, the greatest mantra in the history of the world for the purification of everybody. It doesn't matter where you start from. You can be the worst person in the world, which is called Adama, or the best person in the world, which is called Uttama. Doesn't matter. Everyone becomes purified by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, so it is 8 o'clock right now, so I'm going to ask, does anybody have a question? Anybody have a question? Because the whole Bhagavad Gita is questions and answers. Arjuna has many questions, and he asks them to Krishna, and Krishna answers them. So that's the way you learn things. You ask questions, and you hear the answers. So are there any questions anyone would like to ask? And don't be afraid. There's no mistakes that you can make by asking a question. Hare Krishna. You want to ask a question, Radhika? Any questions? Somebody ask a question. Go ahead. Don't be afraid. They're waiting for a microphone. That's why they're not raising their hands. They want the microphone. Okay. Who wants to ask a question? Anybody? Don't be afraid. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare. Oh, this is good. We can chant Hare Krishna until someone wants to ask a question. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So Maharaj, you mentioned how it's a very, Krishna consciousness is a very simple process, right? You eat prasadam, you chant Hare Krishna.
Yeah, it can't be any simpler than that.
Right, yeah, we can make it into a T-shirt almost. Yeah. But I guess then my question is, as devotees, why do we aspire so much to do such deeper study, to memorize verses and shlokas? Because at least I've been told that in doing so it helps us remember Krishna. But could you make a bit of a bridge or connection between?
Well, why do they call the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra the Maha Mantra?
It's the greatest.
It's because it's the great mantra that can liberate you very quickly. So let's say you don't know any other mantra. You only know one mantra. By the way, what was Haridas Thakur doing in his life? Huh? No, he was chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. He only chanted that mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And he was called the Harinam Acharya. He's the Acharya of the holy name of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. And he went back to Godhead. And he was born a Muslim. He was born a Muslim. And he took up chanting Hare Krishna his whole life. and he was the emblem of the perfect devotee. Right? So anybody, doesn't matter, they're Muslim or they're a drug addict or whatever, whoever, if they take up chanting Hare Krishna, they can become the best person. In other words, Adama, the worst person, can become Uttama, the best person, just by chanting this mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And to add to that, you can also eat only Mahaprasadam, food that's been cooked, only vegetarian food that's been cooked without any onion and garlic, of course, and offered to Krishna, and then offered back as his prasad. So those two things, you chant Hare Krishna, you eat only prasadam, you're guaranteed to go back to the spiritual world at the moment of death. You're guaranteed to see Krishna at the moment of death, you see. The moment of death for a devotee is the best moment in their life because they're going to see Krishna and go back to the spiritual world. The moment of death for the materialist is the worst moment because they see Yamaraj and they go to Narak, or hell. Hell, there's 28 sections of hell. Did you know that? There's 28 sections of hell. And in each section, people suffer terribly. So to avoid that, but by the way, even if you go to hell, you can be saved. The Christians, they say, oh, if you go to hell, that's it, you're finished, you'll never be able to get out of hell. That's not true. That's because the Christians don't have full knowledge, spiritual knowledge. It's not in their Bible. It's not anywhere. But even if someone goes to hell, there are devotees like Narada Muni and others that go to hell and tell people, chant Hare Krishna, and that's their ticket out of hell. So Krishna consciousness and Krishna himself is completely merciful. So the Christian idea of God, well, the way they portray God, he's like a nasty person. If you go to hell, you can't get out. No. If you go to hell, yes, you can get out by chanting Hare Krishna or coming in contact with a genuine devotee who come to hell to help you, like Narada Muni. And because you have an eternal soul, you can never die. So that means that you have many chances, if you go to hell, there are many chances of you coming back and making spiritual progress and going back to the spiritual world. Christianity has many mistakes. I'm not going to go through all of them right now, but that's one major mistake. They think that if you go to hell, you can't get out. That's not true. It's a false narrative. And there are many others. Okay, any other questions? You should be anxious to ask a question. That way you learn something. Right? Prabhuji, you ask a question. You're good at asking questions. No, don't look up on chap, whatever it is.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Yes, Prabhu.
So, Maharaj, it is said that when we chant, we should chant without doing any offense, nama, habarata.
Chanting without offense.
So when
okay, go ahead.
When a new devotee start chanting, he will make offense unknowingly. So by committing offense, he will accumulate all the aparadas. So that is a...
Well, the good news is that God or Krishna is not a mean person. That if you're making an offense as a neophyte, right?
Yes.
You'll be forgiven easily by Krishna. If you keep making the offenses after being forgiven, that's another thing. It's just like in baseball. There's one strike, two strikes, three strikes, you're out, right? Krishna is not exactly three strikes, you're out, but you keep making the mistakes over and over again, eventually Krishna will not forgive you anymore. But he will forgive you for making mistakes. We all make mistakes. We're not perfect persons, right? But if you're a devotee, in the association of devotees, the devotees will help you to correct your mistakes. And if you are a serious person, once you're corrected, you won't make those mistakes again. Okay.
So, what are the serious offenses that a devotee can make while chanting?
The same as any human being can make. Meat eating, gambling, illicit sex, intoxication, lying, cheating, everyone can make those mistakes. Devotees can make those mistakes, and the non-devotees can make those mistakes.
Okay.
But if they're willing to get corrected by hearing how to stop making those mistakes, and they stop making those mistakes, they become a genuine devotee. But if they continually make those mistakes after being corrected, that means they have a demoniac, let's say, mentality. The demon never takes good advice. They'll hear it, but they won't follow it. But a genuine devotee, after they make mistakes, will think about it carefully and not do it again. So, anybody who gets good advice and doesn't follow it, they're a demon.
Thank you very much.
That's all right, no problem. Anybody else have a question or a comment? Yes, sir. Give him the microphone, please.
Yeah, just more on the offenses that he spoke about. Like, are there any restrictions on the mantra, Hare Krishna? Like, it has to be said so many times, and the pronunciations have to be exact or something? Because some mantras have that the pronunciations need to be exact.
No. The holy name is absolute. So even if you don't pronounce it correctly, Krishna knows what you're doing. And Krishna is in your heart. So he knows, okay, he didn't get it right exactly. But then you can ask, a devotee, like, am I chanting correctly? And if you haven't been chanting correctly, he'll correct you. See, Krishna consciousness is not got you type of religion. As soon as you make a mistake, I got you. No, we all make mistakes, but if we're willing to be corrected, that means you're a devotee. And if you don't want to be corrected, that means you're a demon. So the difference is that you're willing to take good advice. So if you're chanting, like, for example, there was this one person, it was a devotee, but he was chanting like this. That's not chanting Hare Krishna, you say. But that's the way he ended up chanting, because, he's a little crazy. So I told him, look, stop this. That's not Hare Krishna Mahamatra. You have to say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So what happened to him? He was actually an initiated devotee. He kept going, like that, right? He got run over by a car and died. He didn't want to be corrected, although he was an initiated devotee. So we have to be careful. Once we make a mistake and we get good advice how not to make that mistake again, if you follow, then you're protected by the mercy of Krishna. But if you keep making the same mistake over and over and over and over again, that means that there's something wrong with you, that you don't want to get good advice. And eventually there's going to be some, what you would say, consequence to not taking good advice. What you would say is the culture of a devotee is they're always willing to accept good advice. And the culture of the demons is that they never accept good advice. Just like Ravana. He received good advice many times. He never accepted it. He was told by his wife, he was told by others, look, give Sita back to Rama, he'll forgive you, and everything will be all right. He didn't take the advice. And many people gave him the advice. His own brother, Vibhishan, gave him that advice, and Ravana called him a traitor and punched him. After that, Vibhishan left. He said, my brother has gone crazy. And he went to see Lord Rama and surrendered to him. Because he realized his brother had become boggled, crazy. Right? So someone that doesn't take good advice, they're crazy. So we have to be very careful to accept good advice and to follow it. And the best advice is chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. If you don't take that advice, there's a good chance you could end up like this. Gentle, very beautiful cow, but she doesn't chant Hare Krishna. She can hear it, but she doesn't chant it. So that's what happens with people that don't take advice seriously. You can go back and become an animal in your next life. We were all animals at one point. There are 8,400,000 different species in the whole universe, not just on this earth, but on the whole universe. So we have gone through all those different species to come to the human form of life. But if in the human form of life, if we continue engaging in sinful activities, what are sinful activities? Meat eating, gambling, illicit sex, intoxication, and so forth. Then we'll go back into that cycle of birth and death and taking all these different bodies like dogs and cats and so forth. So we have to be very careful. The real purpose of human life is to understand our relationship with Krishna or God, act in that relationship, and get eternally liberated and go back to Vaikuntha, where there's no more kunta, no more misery, no more suffering, no more doubts. And you have your eternal body, eternal spiritual body in Vaikuntha. So that's a real incentive to get serious about Krishna consciousness. Any other questions? Any other questions? That little boy have a question? He keeps raising his hand like this. You sure? Anybody else? Okay, well, we'll end there. And we'll end by chanting a little bit of Hare Krishna. Okay? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Bolo Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hey, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya.
Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya.
Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya.
Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya.
Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya.
Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya.
Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Nitya Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol,
Hari Bol.
Gora Hari Bol, Nitya Gora Hari Bol.
Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitya Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitya Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gora Hari Bol, Nitya Gora Hari Bol.
Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitya Gaura Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol,
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 Hari Bol, Hari
Bolo
Bol,
Hari Bol, Hari Bol,
Hari Bol, Hari
Hari
Bol,
Bol, Hari Bol, Gora Hari Bol, Nitya Gora Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitya Gaura Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hey bolo, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hey,
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Bolo,
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare
Hey,
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Bolo, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Bolo, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare
Bolo,
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, go to Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitya Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitya Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol, Nitya Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitya Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitya Gaura Hari Bol.
Shri Radha Nilamadava ki jai, Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai. Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki jai. Nrsingadev Bhagavan ki jai. Srila Prabhupada Patita Pavan ki jai. Gaur Premanandi Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Please chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Ram Ram, Hare
Bolo
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya.
Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya.
Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya.
Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya.
Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Hare, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Hare.
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Bolo Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Bolo Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Nitai Gaura Premanandi ki jai. Hare Krishna Maha Mantra ki jai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada Patita Pavana ki jai. So thank you very much for coming tonight. The night is not over. In fact, it's not even night yet. So we will... if you haven't had prasadam yet, please take prasadam. And if you haven't cuddled the cow yet, please come and cuddle the cow. Otherwise, we're going to go and chant Hare Krishna somewhere else. Haribol. So the name of this cow is Shrimati Radhika. Is that right, Radhika? Say yes. Say yes. Huh? Say yes. Say. She's only. Say. She's only a little bit more than 1 month now old. She's a very young cow. Yes. Haribol. Thank you, Radha. You have anything else to say? Okay, say something else. Go ahead. Okay, that's good. Yeah. That means she's getting tired. She wants to go home. Is that right, Radhika? You want to go home? Huh? Yeah? You want to take rest? You want to drink some milk from your mommy? Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Radhika is a wonderful cow. Okay, well, thank you very much. See? She wants to see her mommy and drink her milk, which is, we're going to take her back to the farm now so she can do that. Thank you, Radhika, for being here. Take the book.
gotta take a call.
There's no way.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji. Huh? Oh, 9:30 or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, if they're there, I'll take them. Yeah. Okay, sure, Mataji. Yeah. Yeah. Haribo.
Who is that?
Alright, you can resume now.
Okay,
Go,
start
Krishna.
from the line before Chakshuda.
Okay.
We need to build up the vibes.
I don't think. Manjuri.
सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषासुरवादी
Hare Krishna. Okay, sing something else. Okay. No, that's okay. What are we singing? What? Yeah, it's basically morning program.
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Jai Krishna what?
Bro, what is this? Manjari. Next. You're next. Can you set this up?
Rama Rama Hare Hare. Don't you have like 10 Q&A sessions at the girls' camp? Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Rama. No, just normal slow, Prabhupada. Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, slow, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. What happened? Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. What's next? What's next? Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sing it. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare. Can you get milk? Can you go get milk? Hare Ram, get milk. Hare Krishna, Hare. He already got it? Did he get it? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. What's the tune? Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. I love that endings are just messes. Sure, sure.
If you want, I can take the keys. Forget going back home. You go back to Godhead.
That is home.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna ask her for the keys and then we can go home. No. I wanna sleep. What?
What?
Is this when you guys activate? At the end of the kirtan? Yeah. Good job.
Lisa, can you take us somewhere?
Take a what?
Can you get the car and let's go somewhere?
Where?
Let's go somewhere.
What do you mean?
Let's go get ice cream.
Ice cream, right?
Let's go. Can you drive?
I'm not comfortable driving you guys.
Have you seen the Instagram videos where they just take out the keys of the car? Clean up. Clean up.